All set, all again.
Get ready to the countdown.
Tahniah! Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif e-didik Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Hello everyone, how are you today? So I hope that everybody is fine and healthy. So welcome to Academy YouTuber online tuition class today. So first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm teacher Ailin, and now this is the online tutorial for pre-U mathematics class. And today I'm going to do the revision for mathematics T for the topic three-dimensional vectors. So the class will take approximate 1 hour. So for the mathematics T, so today I'm take over. So next week, teacher Im will take over the class, and then followed by the Jekuzana. So 3 of us will take turn handling the online class. Our mathematics online tutorial is scheduled on every Saturday, 5 p.m. So let me look at the slide. So this is my team, mathematics T, led by teacher Im, and this is my Jekuzana. And then other than mathematics T, then we also have biology class. So biology class is under Jeku Faiza and Jeku Naini and Jeku Fatia. So for the biology online tutorial is scheduled on every Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Then next we have chemistry class under Jeku Shahnun, Jeku Lau, and Jeku Mawa, and Jeku Tang. So the chemistry online tutorial is scheduled on every Thursday, 9:30 p.m. And we also have the matriculation account class. It is under Madam Fizi and Jeku Yati. So before I start, I would like to remind everybody, remind all the students that who want to send comments, please use the proper language and make sure that the profile pictures are suitable for public viewing. And I believe all of you are excellent students, and let us show the best discipline. So since we are doing revision today, class, so please get ready. Get ready some paper and pen, your pencils, erasers, and of course calculators and other writing instruments. Okay, you can try the questions together with me, and I hope our class today will be benefit to all of you. Okay, so without any delay, let me start the class. Today I'm going to do the revision for semester 1 revision, the for the chapter 3-dimensional vectors. So this topic is very important. This topic is very popular topics in section B. All right. So today, because the vectors, it is a lot of questions. So today, because we have only 1 hour time, so today I only focus at how to use scalar product or how to use the vector product in answering questions. All right, so we do a little bit focus. But before this, let us recall back about the dot product, or what we call it as a scalar product. How to calculate the value algebraically. So for example, we have the vector A and vector B here. So if we want to calculate, the value of a scalar product between vector A and vector B, so first we write the vector in column vector for, so vector A I write in column vector, B in column vector. Of course, you can use the unit vector, but I think that column vector will be easier. So I change to column vector first. Then to find the value of the scalar product, so first you take the first number from each of the vector, -2 times -4. Then the second number, 5 times 2. Then plus the third number, 0 times 1. So when we simplify, it is a number. So scalar product. Scalar means a value. Means your final answer is a value. It is a value. So remember. Then next, we look at the vector product. Vector product, just now the scalar product, remember, the scalar product, we must use the dot. Remember, don't use the wrong symbol. The dot is scalar product, or we call it as dot product. All right. Then for vector product, we use a cross here. So sometimes we also call it as cross product. So to calculate the vector product, so same thing. Actually, you have two methods to calculate the vector product. First method here, I try to show you by using the definition of determinant method. So when calculate the determinant, so we use the first column or first row to do the calculation of determinant. So since the vector product, the answer is a vector. So your answer will be some number I, some number j, and some number k. So for the coefficient for I, how to get the coefficient for I? If you want to find the coefficient of I, you just ignore the same row and same column as I. I is somewhere here. So you just ignore the same line and same column of I. So now you have these 4 value. This 4 value is 2 by 2 determinant. So you use the 2 by 2 determinant to calculate this value. That is AD minus CD. So 5 times 1 minus 0 times 2. That is the coefficient for I. Now, as for j, remember, j is the second number. We always use this one as negative. Remember, to calculate the determinant, the second number is negative. Then as for the coefficient of j, means you need to ignore the same row and same column of the position of j. Now we have -2, this 4 number. Okay, you use these 4 number to do the determinant of 2 by 2 determinant. That is AD minus CD. So now we have -2 times 1 minus 0 times -4. So this is the coefficient for j. Then as for coefficient of k, the way to get the coefficient of k is we ignore the same row and same column of k. Now we have this 4 value. So this 4 value is we use the determinant of 2 by 2, that is AD minus CD. So AD negative 2 times 2 minus CD 5 times negative 4. So when we simplify the number, then we will get this one as the vector product of the vector A and B. Okay, this is one method where we use the definition of determinant of matrices. Now, actually, we have another method. So if I don't want to use the definition of determinant, I can use this method. It is, I try to write the vector A in column vector form, vector B in also in column vector form. So now, since this is the vector product, means your final answer is a vector. It's a vector with 1, 2, 3, 3 number. Now, to find the first number, you just assume you ignore the first row. Okay, you assume you ignore the first row. If you ignore the first row, means you have this 4 number. If you have this 4 number, means you carry out AD minus CD. So AD 5 times 1 minus CD. This is the first number. Now for the second number, you just assume you ignore the second row. And one thing is very important thing is here, you know that the second number must be minus here. Just now when we use the determinant method, also the second number must be minus. Then after that, when you ignore this row, okay, this row, then you have this 4 number. So you use this 4 number to do the AD minus CD. So negative 2 times 1 minus negative 4 times 1 times 0. Then as for the third number, you just assume that you ignore the third row. Now you have this 4 number. So for this 4 number, same thing, you carry out AD minus CD. So negative 2 times 2 minus negative 4 times 5. So when you simplify, then this is the vector product. So if you want to change it back into the unit vector ij form, so you just return back from the column vector to ij. So 5i plus 2j plus 16k. So this is 2 method how to find the vector product. So this one is just for revision. All right. So just for you to recall back. Okay, since today we focus at these 2 cross product or dot product, so we are trying to use this 2 product to answering. So let's see what are the formula we use this dot product and cross product. Okay, first thing is, first, if the vector A is perpendicular to vector B, so you can use the formula that vector A dot vector B is equal to 0. You can use this one. Okay, provided that vector A is perpendicular to vector B, then you can use this formula. Dot product is equal to 0. Then next, if vector A and vector B is parallel, A is parallel to B, then you can use the cross product. Vector A cross vector B is equal to, class, remember, please, this one, since the cross product, the answer is a vector. So means this one is not 0. This one is 0 vector. So you should have underline here. So cross product is equal to 0 vector. Okay, it is not equal to 0 because the cross product should be a vector, not equal to 0. If you make it equal to 0, means a vector equals to a value, means doesn't make sense. For the 0 product, means the modulus modulus of this cross product is equal to 0. Now only you can write it is equal to 0 because modulus represent a value. Modulus is the length. Okay, modulus is a value. Then only you can write 0. If without the modulus, A cross B, it is 0 vector. 0 vector. It is not equal to 0. So this one you have to be very careful. Don't give the wrong concept. Then after that, not every time, class, not every time when you look at the question says perpendicular must be dot product, parallel must be cross product. No, it is not like that. It depends on the situation of the vector. Okay, so when we look at this one, okay, if A, just now, when A cross B is equal to 0, this is 0 vector, means vector A is parallel with vector B if the vector is 0 vector. But in case A cross B, okay, vector A cross vector B, the vector, it is not 0 vector, it is some vector with some value there. So means this vector is not 0 vector. If this vector it is not 0 vector, means the relationship between this C with the vector A and vector B is C is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. This is different from number 1. Number 1, it is also perpendicular, but perpendicular, it is in between. We compare vector A and vector B. We compare vector A and vector B. A is perpendicular with B. Then we use dot product. For this one, we compare C with the other two vector. Okay, we compare this vector with the other two vector. So means this vector compare with B, it is perpendicular. If you just compare C with B, yes, it is A dot B, it is equal to 0 because perpendicular. If you just only compare C with A, now you can use dot product. But if you compare C with B and A, these two vector, then that is the cross product. C is the cross product between vector B and vector C, vector A and B. Means C is perpendicular to B, and at the same time, C also perpendicular to vector A. It is different from number 1. Okay, so this one is very important when we find the equation of plane. When we find equation of plane, this one C is the normal vector. You know that when we find the equation of plane, we need a normal vector. So when we find the equation of plane, this is C, we take it as normal vector. Right? Later I'll give you the example. Okay, now other than these three, we have some other formula also. Okay, if you want to find the area of a triangle, this is the formula. Cross product, A cross B, but 1 over 2. And we have another formula for area, but area for parallelogram. Parallelogram is the modulus of A cross B. We don't have 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is area for triangle. Parallelogram is modulus of A cross B. So please, sometimes students maybe they mistake these two formula. All right. Then to find the angle, this is the definition of the dot product. If you rearrange this one, so cos theta, it is equal to A, vector A dot vector B divided by modulus A and modulus B. So from here, you can find the angle. So angle can be angle between two vectors, angle between two straight line, and so on. Another angle, it is this one. We use cross product, but compare this formula and this formula. Cross product here, you have modulus. Okay, if cross product, you have modulus, and this one is sine. If dot product, this one you don't need modulus, and this one is cos. So when you rearrange, you will use sine, theta, cross product, modulus. Remember, if you use cross product, this one is modulus here. Okay, for cos, this one is dot product, this one no modulus. Okay, these two formulas sometimes students always confusing also. Then now we go to equation of plane. Okay, so to find the equation of plane, you see we need the dot product. Okay, so for today I'm not going to focus at plane equation, because plane equation you can go to my video and watch. I have a video special discuss about the plane equation. Okay, so now today I focus at the type of question, something to do with parallel, perpendicular, and so on. Okay, so now let's start the first question. So now you can try the question with me also. You take out a piece of paper, your pencil, and so on. Now we look at this question. Now question 1, we have 3 vectors here. We have 3 vectors, A, vector B, and vector C. Okay, these three vectors are such that vector A and vector B are perpendicular. Okay, A and B are perpendicular, and the scalar product of vector A and vector C is 45. So this is the information given. Based on this information, now you are asked to determine the values of P and Q. So we see here P and Q are the coefficient of I and J of vector A. So now to find the P and Q, so from the first information, A and B are perpendicular. Okay, so means the first formula you can use perpendicular formula. That is when we compare two vectors. If the two vectors are perpendicular, then you can use dot product. So means A and B are perpendicular, so means you can use dot product to solve this problem. So now A is this one, you change to column vector. B, you write in column vector. Here you don't have K, so means K is equal to 0. Now you just use the method that I told you just now to find this one. Okay, first value, okay, -5 times P plus second value Q times 1, third value -3 times 0, then you will get this equation. So now you have P and Q. You cannot find the value yet because you have two unknown. So to find the P and Q, you have another information. Another information, you are given that the scalar product of A and C is 45. Scalar product is dot product. So don't get mistake, it is not cross product. So scalar product is also dot product. So means same thing, you also use the dot. So this is A, this is A, this is C. C is 4. I. You don't have J, mean J is 0. Then after that, you calculate 4 times P is 4P. Q times 0, it is equal to 0. Plus -3 times -7, it is 21. It is equal to 45. So from here, you can get the value of 6. Then now, since you have got the value of P, P is equal to 6. So now you can substitute this value of P into the first equation just now. So when you substitute the P into here and you simplify, then you get the value of Q is 30. Okay. Then finally you answer the question. Therefore, P is equal to 6 and Q is equal to 30. So now I start from the very simple question first. So because this is the first question. Okay. So this question you have to make use of dot product. All right. Now we go to the second question. Second question, find the vector find the vector which is perpendicular to B and C. Okay, when you look at the question, the word perpendicular, don't immediately make conclusion that perpendicular, then I have to use dot product. No. You see this question, find the vector. You have one vector, compare with B and C. This vector is perpendicular with these two vector. So means one vector compare with two vector. So one vector compare with two vector means we have to use the formula number 3 just now. Okay? Vector C, the third vector, compare with the other two. So means you have to use cross product. It doesn't mean that every time perpendicular, then you have to use dot product. No. All right. So means you have to use this one. Okay, since this formula, it is A cross B. Now, A cross B for the formula, it is just generally the vector only. So when you answer the question, you have to apply to the vector that is used by the question. Now the question is vector B and C. Vector B and C. So for this one, should be vector B and C. Vector B cross vector C. All right. So don't follow the A, then you use the A, put it here. Then you use B, put it here. No. Okay. The vector B, vector C, you have to follow the question. So now you should put the vector B here. Okay. Vector B. Negative 5, 1, and 0. Cross vector C. Okay. Vector C is 4, 0, 7. All right. Then now you need to calculate. So same like just now, you can use the determinant method. Okay, here I try to use the column vector method. So to find the first value, I just ignore the first row. So I have 4 value, 1 times negative 7 minus 0. Then for the second value, remember second value you must have a negative. Then after you ignore the second row, you have 4 values. So negative 5 times negative 7, it is 35 minus 0. Then when you go to the third value, you ignore the third one. Then this 4 value, AD minus CD. All right. Then when you simplify, now you get this one. So remember, don't stop at here, because many students, when they find this column vector, then they finish. They go to the next question. Remember, you need to answer the question, because the question say find the vector which is perpendicular to B and C. So hence you have to write the statement for your answer. So therefore, and remember, your final answer you have to return back to IJ unit, because the question given IJK. So you have to write back your answer in IJK also. So means this vector is perpendicular to vector B and vector C. All right. So remember, this is very important. So do you have any question? Let me see. So far, I don't see any question. If you have any question, you can write it here. I think it is 30 minutes. So fast is 30 minutes. So I think we should go stop for the this one. For the iklan. Alright.
Semua sekolah ditutup hingga cuti akhir tahun 17 Disember 2020. Anda tak cukup bahan? Tak ada rujukan? Tak faham? Anda nak tuition tapi PKP? Jangan risau, kami di Akademi YouTuber dengan kerjasama Kelab Guru Malaysia dan e-Didik Malaysia mengadakan kelas tuition online. Semua peringkat ada, semuanya secara percuma. Video PDPC pun ada. Apa ditunggu lagi? Layari www.academyyoutuber.com. Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.
Okay. So now I think I continue. So here I let you see some of the common mistake of my students. Actually, I let my student try the question first. You see, the common mistake of the student normally, you see, like I mentioned just now. Normally the student stop at here. This is B just now. Okay, then what's your answer then? You just calculate, then you stop here, finish. So remember, you must answer the question. Okay, what's your answer? Same thing as this one. Then if you do the calculation, then what's your answer? You didn't mention. So your final statement, you have to write what is your answer, because the question asks the vector which is perpendicular. So you write a short statement here. All right. So now we go to the second question. So second question, find the value of P for which the planes with equation. So this is the equation of plane. Okay, this is the equation of plane. We have two planes here. Now you are asked to find the value of P given that A, these two planes are perpendicular. All right. So when these two planes are perpendicular, so for planes, if you want to do the perpendicular, you know that perpendicular and perpendicular, we always use vector to do the calculation. So from here, since the equation given that is the equation of plane, so we make use of the normal vector. Okay, we will take the normal vector from each of the plane as the vector, as the direction vector to do the calculation. So since these two planes are perpendicular, so we can use dot product. Okay, the relationship between these two normal vector, they are perpendicular. So we use dot product to find this one. So now when we carry out the dot product, first number times the first number, then second number times second number, third number times third number. We make it equal to 0 because the question already let you know that they are perpendicular. So straight away you can put the 0 here. All right. Then from here, now you simplify, you expand. So when you simplify, now you get the value of P. P is equal to negative 2 over 3. So this is quite straightforward, this question. Then for the second question, students always get confused. Find the value of P if we are given that these two planes are parallel. Okay, same thing. We make use of the normal vector here. Okay, so parallel, you know that we can use the cross product. Okay, cross product. Okay, these two. So this one can use the normal vector from each of the plane. So remember, this one should be 0 vector if you don't have double stroke here. All right. So now, this is the normal vector of the first plane. This is the normal vector from the second plane. Since you are given that they are parallel, okay, so you know that parallel, the cross product is 0 vector. It is not equal to 0. 0 vector. 0 vector means 0, 0, 0. I like that. Then after that, now you compare. If you want to find the P, actually you have many P. We have one P here, P here. So you carry out the cross product like normal step. Okay, so first cross product, you ignore the first step, this times this, minus this one times this one, you get this one. Then for the second value, remember it is a negative, you ignore the second row, then 6 times 1 minus 2 times 4p plus 1. Okay, then for the third value, you ignore the third row. Okay, you have this one, 6 times p plus minus 2 minus negative 3 times 4p plus 1. Then after that, you simplify. this one, the cross product on the left hand side. Then you'll get here. Okay, so since the question asks you to find the value of P, so here you have many P. So you simply choose one. So let's say I choose this one. Okay, from here, 1 minus P, it is equal to 0 from the first row. Okay, so therefore, P is equal to 1 over 2. That's all. So, of course, you can use this one also. So, let's double check. So, 8P minus 4 is equal to 0. So, P is equal to 1 over 2. Alright, so let's say for the third row, 18P minus 9 equals to 0. So, same thing. From here, you can find P is equal to 1 over 2. So, same. Okay, so you just take out 1 is enough. Alright, so this is the method how you use cross product to find the value of P. Alright, now do you have any question? Seems like no questions. So if you want to ask anything, you can ask. Okay, class. So since you don't have any question, now I think I continue. Now for the third question, you're given that the point A and point B, point C, and point D are the vertices of a parallelogram. All right, the position vector of point A, B, C. You're given position vector for A, B, C only. Yeah, they are given here. Okay, D is not given. Now, find the unit vector parallel to the vector AB. Since you want to, here, like I told you just now, not every time when you see parallel, then you have to use cross product. No, it depends. So, since this one is unit vector parallel to vector AB, so first you have to find the vector AB first. Okay, vector AB first. So, vector AB, you know that it is equal to OB minus OA. That is the position vector of B minus the position vector of A. You are given the position vector of B, it is here. Position vector of A, it is here. So, therefore, position vector B minus position vector A. Now, you got the vector AB. Okay, so actually then after that, then only you go to unit vector. So actually unit vector you have learned in form 5, I remember. Yes, so I think most of you can remember unit vector is equal to the vector divided by the modulus of the vector itself. So this one we call it as unit vector parallel to vector AB. So now since the vector AB, you have got it. Okay, now I change to IJK because the question give in IJK. So I write the unit vector, I write the vector AB in the form of IJ divided by the modulus of vector AB. Modulus is x power 2 plus y power 2 plus z power 2, x, y, z. So when you simplify, the modulus is square root of 61. Then finally, you have to write in the vector form. Okay, so you need to separate this one. So now your answer should be this one. Okay, so now I want you to let you see the common mistake of the question. So this is for example this one. Okay, this many students like to write this one. I know when you were in form 4 or form 5 time, you always write your answer like this. You are allowed, but remember now you are no more form 5. You are no more from form 4. You are in form 6. So form 6, you cannot write like this. Okay, because the question asks the question given in IJK. So suppose your final answer should give under IJ. Okay, don't write like this. Okay, so this one not acceptable. And another one is this one. Okay, I think from 4, from 5 time, you normally write your unit vector like that. But I think for form 6, you don't write like this. You put in the square root of 1, square root of 61, put in here one by one, like just now I show you here. Okay, so please remember, now you are not from form 5, now you are form 6. So you have to follow the way of form 6 writing your answer. Okay. Okay, so now after unit vector, now if I see nobody ask anything, so I just continue. Now, okay, now question asks you to find the area of the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, so for the parallelogram ABCD, so you know that the formula is this one. Okay, when we look at the ABCD, when you label the ABC, you please follow the sequence. Okay, anti-clockwise. Please don't label A, B, then C, D here. No, you follow the direction. You follow the direction. So A, B, C, D. So C is here, D is here. So please don't label C here. The way you label the diagram, actually you have to follow the peraturan also. Peraturan mathematics. So using this one, follow. Okay. Now, since since if you want to find the area of this parallelogram, you need two vector. Okay. So when you look at this formula class, this is vector A, vector B. This formula is just general formula. If you want to apply this formula, you have to apply with according to the question. Please do not say that, okay, this is vector A, then you straight away take this vector A. This is vector B, then you straight away take this vector B and find the cross product. No, you have to depends on the diagram, depends on the question. So according to this diagram, you have to find the vector AB, and you have to find the vector AC or BC, either one. So this one consider AB, consider as vector A. Then vector B, it is either AD or BC. So now since vector AB, we have got the vector AB already. Okay, so now you still need either AD or BC. Since AD, D we don't have, and we know that the vector AD is same as the vector BC. So you just use BC. You just calculate BC. So to find the BC, you use OC minus OB. Okay, OC is the position vector of C. OB is the position vector of B. All right. So now after that, you get this 2, 2, 6. So 7 minus 5, 1 minus negative 1, 8 minus 2 is 6. Then after that, now you have AB and BC already. So you can carry out the cross product. Okay, this is AB. Just now you have find the AB. This is the BC. So when you carry out the cross product like just now, okay, the first row you use negative 4 times 6, 24, minus 6 times 2. Then the second number, negative, you ignore this one. 3 times 6 is 18, minus 6 times 2 is 12. Then the third number, you ignore this one. 3 times 2, it is 6, minus negative 4 times 2, negative 8. So when you simplify, then you get this one. Then finally, you find the modulus. Remember, the area is the modulus of this cross product. Okay, area is the modulus of this product. So to find the modulus of this product, you use x power 2 plus y power 2 plus z power 2 and square root. Then everything, when you simplify, when you calculate, the number is 1528. So remember, 1528, you got to double check this square root can be simplified into the simplest form. Okay, or you press the calculator, you write in those decimal, I think it's okay also. All right, so if you want to write your answer in exact form, remember this one must be in exact form. Okay, the square root must be in the simplest form. So finally, remember the unit is unit power 2. So this is the area of the parallelogram of ABCD. Okay. So now I let you see the common mistake of the students. Okay, this one. Just now, to find the BC you get 2, 2, 6. Okay, then you don't take out the 2. Why? It depends on when is the time you should take up 2, when is the time you don't have to take up 2. If the vector, you use this vector as direction vector. If the vector, you use this vector as direction vector, then you can take out the 2. Then your direction vector is simplest 1, 1, 1, 3. If this vector is used for direction vector. But if this vector is for you to calculate the area, no, you cannot take out the 2 here. Okay, so remember, if this vector, it depends on this vector, you use it for what? If you use it for area, no, please don't take out 2. Okay, you just use this 2, 2, 6 to calculate the cross product. So you see, if you take out the 2, you use 1, 1, 3 to calculate the cross product. So you can see that the answer is not correct. Alright, so when is the time you should take out, when is the time you should not take out? So you have to be very careful. Direction vector, yes, you can take out. Then the common mistake number 2, here. So you want to find the area ABC D, okay, cross product of vector BA times BC, yes, correct. So this one, yes, correct. BA is BO plus OA, so this one is correct. Okay, up to here, it is correct. But now when you come to here, now, modulus of cross product, it is not. Modulus of first product times modulus of second product, no, it is not. Modulus of cross product should be, you calculate the cross product of these two products first. You calculate the cross product first. Then after that, use the cross product, then only you calculate the modulus. It is not like this. So this is the mistake of the students here. So you can see the answer is not correct. All right. So I'll go very fast. It is almost time. So class, why you don't have questions? Oh, okay. Another thing is, yeah. Here you look at this. What is the common mistake here? You see here, this student never answer the question. So when you calculate here, so you see all the calculation is correct, all correct, then all correct. Then when you come to here, then you stop. Then the question say, find the area. Then what's your answer then now? You don't answer the question. So you should remember the final line. You should write the final statement. Therefore, the area for this is equal to what like that. All right. So students always forget to answer the question. Answer the question. All right. So please don't forget, answer the question. Okay. So I think I still have 10 minutes and then I go very fast. Okay. So means the point, question number 4. So the point ABC, you're given the point here with respect to 0, means this is the position vector A, position vector B, position vector C. So find the Cartesian equation of plane S passes through the point A and perpendicular to OA. Okay, so for this question, I encourage you draw the diagram. Okay, because even though the diagram is not necessary, but I encourage you to draw the diagram so that you can see the situation clear. So when you draw the diagram, this is the plane. So the plane, you know that the this plane is perpendicular to OA. O is a point on the plane. Okay, you are given that O is the point on the plane. So first thing you have to, you remember, if you want the equation of if you want to find the equation of plane, you must have the normal vector. Normal vector is the vector which is 90 degree. So from here, okay, OA with OA on the arrow on top is different. OA means from point A to A. If you want to represent that one is vector, you must have an arrow on top. Okay, so the point A to A, the direction vector is vector OA. Okay, vector OA is the position vector of A. It is already given. Okay, so the point, we need a point. A is a point on the straight on the plane. So means this one you can take 1 to 2. A kebetulan also same thing 1 to 2. So therefore the equation is R dot. This one is normal vector. This is the coordinate point of A. This is the normal vector. Kebetulan this value and this value is the same. Okay, so when you carry out the dot product, it is equal to 9. So remember to answer the question. So please go back to the question and see. The question asks you to give your answer in Cartesian equation. All right, so you have to change your this one final answer in Cartesian equation form. So you remember. It's okay. Seems like I'm talking a lot. All right. Okay. Now this common mistake. Yeah. This one. Yeah. This student give the answer in IJ. No, because the question asks for Cartesian equation. So you cannot give your answer this way. So this is not your answer. All right. You should change to Cartesian form. Then another common mistake is here. Yeah, another one is when you want to mention the what do you call position vector, please use OA. OA with an arrow on top. Don't use only A. Okay, every time if you want to represent an vector, please use an arrow. Another thing is, you see, the IJK, please write the where we underline here. Where we underline here. Okay, students always forget this one. Another one is this one, you see. R and A, and you don't have where we underline. You must write the where we underline here to represent that is the vector. Then after that, okay, now you substitute the N. Then you have to show you substitute the A and show the substitute of N. Then only you come to this 1 plus 2 plus 2. Here you don't show the substitution. Okay, so quite a problem, sir. Okay. So then I go very fast. Then the second one, show that BC is parallel with plane S. So when you see parallel, it doesn't mean that you have to use the cross product. You have to be very careful. So I encourage you draw the diagram up. So this is plane S, BC. You see BC, you don't have an arrow here, means the point B to BC. So when you want to compare parallel or perpendicular, you compare vector with vector. You don't compare the plane with the straight line. No, BC is the straight line. You don't say that BC straight line parallel with plane S, then you use cross product. No, when you want to compare, you compare the vector and vector. So when you look at this diagram, you can see that vector BC and vector OA, they are 90 degree to each other. So you have to use the perpendicular. So of course, the first step, you have to find the vector BC. BC here means without an arrow means that it's a straight line. So you have to find the vector BC. So to find the vector BC, you use C minus B. Okay. So first you got the vector BC. Then, okay, if the straight line, this one is straight line, BC is parallel with the plane S, you compare the vector. So you can see that the vector BC actually is perpendicular with vector OA. So that's why you have to use perpendicular. That is dot product, not cross product. So that's why you use dot product. This is vector BC. This is vector OA. So when you calculate, it is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then this calculation is let you know that BC is parallel to OA. So when BC is parallel to OA, then therefore answer the question. So therefore BC is parallel with the plan S. Okay, so the common mistake. So this one, okay, this what is the mistake is when you write this one, okay, you should write the vector according to the question. Don't write A, B. Okay, because you compare BC and OA. So you should write BC, vector BC and vector OA here. And when you answer, this is vector BC, not line. We cannot say line vector BC. Okay, cannot say line vector BC. Say BC is perpendicular with the normal if X, then the line is parallel with S. Okay, I think I cannot continue anymore because I think it is already time. Let me see. All right. So, sorry. I think it is already time. So, class, if it is already time, so cikgu kelam kabut sikit. Since it is already time, then I think I have to stop lah. Okay. So, I thank you so much. Today seems like I'm talking alone because no question at all. So seems like I'm talking alone. I'm very worried about whether you understand or not. Okay, class, please type some comment there. Is today's lesson you can understand a lot. Please type something there and let me know I'm not talking alone today. Please let me know. I'm quite worried you don't understand. Can you let me see your comment? Class, class, can you type something there and let me see your comment? Am I talking alone? Are you listening to me? I'm so worried. Am I talking alone? Oh, goodness. Oh, your comment is here. I didn't see your comment. Goodness. All right. Oh, your comment is here. Sorry. I didn't see your comment. Oh, sorry. So since the time is already here. Oh, why I cannot see my comment? Oh, goodness. Okay, since it is already time. So cikgu today is a little bit kalam kabut. So if you think that okay, this lesson is useful and really help you, so please hit the like button and share to your friends. Today teacher has got a little bit kalam kabut. So I have many videos in my channel talking about all kinds of topics of mathematics T. So you can, so I will continue make the videos. So please, you can subscribe my channel and hit the subscribe button so that you won't miss any videos of the dates. Then for the certificate, let me see now. Today I'm a little bit kalam kabut now. I should have give you the certificate. So means, where is my? Eh? So can you see the where? So I'll give you the link. Can you get the link? Let me see. Yeah, you can get the link. Okay, you can click on the link and by using the exact code there. Okay, so I think it is already time. Okay, so I very sorry today because I got a little bit kalam kabut today. So I thank you all of you. So you can go to the portal. Okay, www.academicyoutuber.com to find the latest timetable. So remember, next lesson will be take over by teacher Im. So she will have a lot of good stuff for you. All right. So I thank you, class. So please forgive me today. I got a little bit kalam kabut. So thank you, class.
Tuisyen online percuma. Tuisyen online percuma. Layari www.academyyoutuber bagi mengikuti tuisyen online secara percuma. Prasekolah, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah, semua ada di Akademi YouTuber. Rujuk jadual di laman sesawang www.academyyoutuber.com. Semoga masa terluang anak-anak anda diisi dengan sebaiknya. Tuisyen online percuma mestilah Akademi YouTuber.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.